Hey guys, it's RL Raiders, back again with episode 2. I did say it's going to be daily, and for the first time since who knows how long, probably 2015, I've actually kept a promise on this channel. So, yeah, and I looked at the feedback from yesterday's episode. Nearly all of you, I actually think all of you really liked it. But one complaint was that I was saying Jay Zer's name wrong, and that I was saying Jay Zer. And yeah, that's my bad. So excuse that. Nevertheless, we're going to get on versing Frissish, an RLCS Season 2 Elite. He was the sub for Precision Z, who got all the way to the lands and came like 6th or something. But in my team this episode, I have Taz Extreme 1999, who is a very good friend even, and a fan of mine. He's been there since like, I think the start. He's always commenting, he's always one of the first people there, and he's always supporting me, asking when my vids will come out. So it was a pleasure to play with him, but nevertheless, we're going to get on with the game. 4:18 seconds left. I get bumped horrifically as Taz Extreme does a nice clearance there. However, they are putting on the pressure straight away, and I fail with the backboard clear. And our third, Meaty, with a clutch save there. Backboard shots are always the hardest to predict when you're on defense, and I do a terrible job of showing you how to clear them right there. And at the moment, they are just putting all the pressure, and Frissish missing the air dribble. Luckily for me, I don't have boost and can't do much with this. I back off, get the boost. However, Scopes passes it back to Meaty, who gets the dunk on Frissish and gets us the 1-0 lead. A nice goal there to start us off. Unfortunately, a bad pass from their team there, hitting it straight to us, and Meaty doing his job and getting the goal. And makes it 1-0, and we're going to hop straight in 10 seconds later with me on the attack with no boost. However, I hit it towards Scopes and he accidentally hits it into his net. You could say calculated, you could say I meant that, but I'm just going to call it pure luck, because I was just trying to boot the ball down. And he comes in and hits it, and here I think you will see Frissish with a nice shot. Never mind, I have cut out. Nevertheless, I go for an aerial, but I see Taz in a better position, so I duck out of it. But at this moment, I'm in a bad place now because I've used all my boosters. Frissish gets the air dribble on lockdown and absolutely destroys us. And at Grand Champ level, most players will finish their air dribbles, as you see Frissish showing why he is an RLCS Season 2 Elite, with a nice, neat air dribble to the top right corner where both me and Meaty couldn't get. But from this ensuing kickoff, Meaty gets the cheat and gets the goal before I could even recover. Nicely played by him there. A perfect cheat, it must be said. Reading the ball perfectly, reading the ball off the wall even, getting the boost, using that boost to get the speed in, and beating Scopes. And you can see Gunnar Brennan there telling his mate to have confidence. Fortunately, I think Scope was not on his best game, so nevertheless, Gunnar Brennan's going to get past me. And they're going to, oh, not even Scopes is going to get past me, and Gunnar Brennan is going to get this shot. That was my bad. Taz saying it was his fault, but it was actually my fault. I should have challenged that much earlier and gotten the ball. Taz could do nothing from that position to save the fast ball into another line of sight. But we're going to move on all the way to 49 seconds. It's 3-2. It's a close game. Both Frissish and Gunnar Brennan go for that clear, and do get the clear in fact. Taz with a nice save there with no boost, getting his car in front of the ball as I'm lagging a bit there, and I beat Frissish to this area. Unfortunately, it hits me again, puts us back in pressure, but Taz is going to pass it to me and I'm just going to whiff the ball. Spam my bad, and yeah, let's just say my offense was not on point this game. Or was it? Because I beat the player there and get the goal. Frissish, he kind of had an indecision there. He thought he could go for boost but saw me, so he went away from the boost as I beat the ball. I beat Scopes to the ball there. Frissish with no chance to save this because I had all the boost and I think he had none. And yeah, Gunnar Brennan saying he didn't play well, which is fair play to him for recognizing it was him. And that was another nice win for the series. Now next up we've got the game right after. Meteor's our third, me and Taz Extreme. And now we are versing people I don't really know, so it's going to be interesting. It's always more interesting when you play people whose names you haven't heard, because you don't really know how good they are. If you're versing an RLCS Elite, then you know they're really good, so you set that mentality to be like, okay, we need to concentrate and stuff. But when you're versing people like this, you never really know what to expect, so your game plan's a bit all over the place, if that makes sense. Here, as I get an early chance, 4 minutes 30 seconds in, two of them go for the same ball, so I'm just going to rotate back and do my job. However, Taz and Meaty go for the same ball there. If Meaty was on the other side of Taz's pass, that would have been a great goal, but Bane is on the attack, but I'm like to Bane, no mate, I am saving that shot, and I'm going to try and get that clear, but they beat me to it. Ripper has a shot which goes just over the bar, and that was my fault because I wasn't fast enough, and I tried to be fast there, but I whiff it, and at this moment I'm a bit panicky. I'm not playing as calmly as I should. As you can see here, I'm trying to ball hog, but I'm learning to get rid of it. And there Meaty actually goes for the ball when I had a clear shot. He does say sorry, which is fair play to him. And now Taz has to do his job in defense and rotate and save it, which he does ever so nicely. And now we are going to cut to just 10 seconds after, again, just cutting out the boring play for you guys, as some of you mentioned. And here Meaty is going to go for the air dribble, gets the dunk, LeBron James it into the net, and that is 1-0 to us. Like I said, Grand Champion people always get these flicks, not really a flick, these air dribble type goals on lockdown. Moving on to just under the second minute here, it's still 1-0, so the game's still close. After playing with these guys for 3 minutes, we did realise they weren't the best in offense, as Taz punishes them for their failure to clear the ball here. Look at this, passes it literally right to Taz. Taz with a beautiful read, beautiful goal there. Nothing much you can say, it's 2-0, and at this rate it's pretty much game over in all honesty. I somehow fake out two defenders there. I try and get the pass. Meaty hits the ball, he hits the crossbar, bounces off the floor, they get it clear, they're on the counter. However, Taz recovers beautifully. I don't know how we didn't score that. Sometimes those goals are a mess, or those shots are a mess here. But we get the ball cleared nicely. Also, I think, as the ball comes back, I have to do a clutch save there as Taz couldn't read it off the wall. Get my job done in defense, keeping that clean sheet. Can we keep it? Well, yes we can, because Taz is going to score another goal here. A sweet transition from defense to offense, the cheekiest of transitions, and Taz with another cheeky aerial goal. He's really good in the air, and he's a really good twos player. I think he's like top 10 PS4. Nevertheless, we're going to end the game here as Meaty just gets a consolation goal, but no one really cares about that. So 4-0. Another victory. That's 3 victories from 3 and the road to consistency. Season 4 has been announced in 9 days, so that's when it will turn into a road to Grand Champion. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the video here, as I believe I get a crate for my rewards. Crate number 2. My luck is pretty weird. Sometimes I'll get like colored wheels in a row, and then sometimes it'll take me 50 crates to get like something decent. And my black market luck is horrible. I've only got 1 ever. Nevertheless, hope you enjoyed that video. Give it some support, tell me how I can improve this series, and I will see you all tomorrow with the next 2 games.